Hello, everybody. This is Spiritual Key. We're back with another reading, and we are gonna do a reading on all the Taurus, okay, from the zodiac sign. Okay. So, what is in store for all Taurus of the month of May? What's gonna be in store for Taurus in the month of May? Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. I would say this. Be aware of people that are only interested in taking from you, right? Okay, so I have two stories right here. So my first story is a person that comes in, dictator vibes, that feels as though they're supposed to get everything. A person that comes in that feels as though, well, you have to give me this. They feel entitled. Someone who feels entitled, and someone who um, is can be very clingy to the point to where it's overbearing. And I feel as though that person knows what they're doing. They're trying to exclude you away from other people and trying to keep you all to themselves. Be careful of people like that. Be careful of situations like that, because you don't need to exclude yourself from family and loved ones, especially ones who do care about you and who do love you. You never want to burn bridges with those people because of someone else around you that wants you all to themselves, right? Um, a person that will do anything to kind of make you feel like a narcissist. Be aware of narcissist people around you that want you all to themselves and try to make you feel bad for having other people who are there for you genuinely. Because once you cut genuine people like that off, and that person and you and that person don't talk no more, you're gonna be alone, and they're banking on you being alone by yourself, so that way you can crawl back to them, because misery needs company, right? And here's my other story. When somebody betrays you once and show you who they are, n- never allow something like that to ever happen to you again. When you're bending over backwards and giving yourself to people, and only thing they're doing is taking from you, whether it's financial or energy wise, and next thing you know, you give so much, they're all energized, but then you're left with nothing. You're left with shit, right? And for some reason, they like to cling on to you and take up all your energy, to the point to where you don't even have no energy for yourself, right? You're not even able to go out with your friends like you used to. You're always tired, you know? You're always trying to provide for them, or whatever the case may be. Um, but for some reason, you're ignoring your intuition. It's like you know a person is a certain way, and you know you shouldn't be codependent on a person like that. I would try to build yourself up and get out of a situation like that. If even if you do have to start from ground zero, at least you have your mental and your peace of mind, right? What is the advice? What should they be? What should Taurus be aware of? What's the advice? What should Taurus be aware of? What's the advice? What should y'all focus on? What should y'all be aware of? Okay, I have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Judgment, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the, the Hermit, and the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's important for y'all to go within, right? Because a lot of y'all, I feel like in the month of May, for y'all are gonna see certain things, and what I would say is pay attention to certain things around you. Pay attention to people who say they want to change, but they're still doing the same thing. Pay attention to people who saying that they're awakened or they're this and they're that, but mentally they're not all the way there. And also, be aware who you give your energy out to, because it could really do something to you to the point to where um, having certain people's vibration around you can rub off on you to the point to where you can be depressed, to where you don't see the light, to where you want to just go into hiding. It's a good thing to go into hiding, to meditate and get yourself together. I would say a vacation is needed. Okay, a vacation is needed for some tourists out there, to get y'all mentally prepared for a lot of things, especially a lot of people who are claiming to be your friends and claiming that they want to hang out with you and claiming that they want to do this and that third with you, but they never fall through. And it's okay to hang out with yourself. All right. Stop relying on other people to hang out with. Oh, we're gonna plan this vacation together. Do you have your money? Oh, you have your money. And the next thing you know, people start dropping out like flies, right? Sometimes it's okay to have a vacation by yourself, and it's okay to not let the left hand know what the right hand is doing all the time. Um, it's okay that love life is not probably all the way there yet, but that's gonna take time. That's gonna take time. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. I wouldn't put too much. Um, I wouldn't rely on people too much. It's good to rely on yourself, because who has your back more than yourself, right? And also, this is what I'm also getting. Um, Kind of beware about people coming back to you, especially from your past, especially if you decided to cut them off. Be aware of them trying to come back to you, and be aware of people trying to manipulate you with emotions and with feelings and making you feel as though, you know what, maybe I should go back. You know what, maybe I should, but let me tell you something. Some people have hidden motives. Some people, they do know what they're doing when they're doing stuff like that. And if you cut them off for good reasons, and it was for a good reason, just know that you're not crazy, right? And that you cut this person off for good reasons. You set up boundaries with this person for good reasons, okay? Because once you accept them back in, and they decide to do what they want to do to you all over again and mess you up, because people, when they see that you're happy, they try to come back, or they see that you're maturing and that you're getting a bag, so called, they try to come back and be like, oh, I was just waiting for you. No, 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 no. Don't try to come back now when I've done all the work and you haven't even done all the work. You just want to benefit off all the work that I've done when you haven't even done the work for yourself. So you come back in, turn the world upside down to where I have to do all the work all over again. Once you heal yourself and you decide to move forward, don't allow somebody like that back, especially if they haven't even proven themselves or they haven't even shown that they changed. All right. So for couples and singles out there, all right, what should the single dating Taurus, what should they focus on? What's in for them? Okay, codependency, express your love, worth waiting for, you deserve love. Do not rush anything. I would stay optimistic. I'll keep an open mind. I would date, and also learn how to forgive others from the past, especially if they hurt you from the past, and know your worth. That's what's important about setting boundaries, knowing what you should put up with, what you shouldn't put up with, knowing what hurts you, and knowing that if a person respects those boundaries, they respect you, right? Because can't nobody disrespect you unless if you allow it. And you deserve love. Just know that you shouldn't rush anything. Love will come. You do deserve to be happy, Taurus. I'm telling you this right now. But I will also pay attention to red flags. Don't put up with love because you don't want to be alone and you want love and you don't want to be single. Pay attention to those red flags and just know that you are important. Love yourself first. Know that you're very important. Your mental health is important and your heart is important. To put up with anything that's less than. And express yourself, and don't rely on others for your happiness too. All right. Now, couples. Okay, Taurus that are couples. What's going on with y'all? What should y'all focus on? Taurus that are couples, relationships right now. What should y'all focus on? Taurus that are in relationships. Couples. All right. We have let your friends help you, forgiving and learning, let go of control issues, and codependency. I would say this: when you get in a relationship, don't neglect your friends. Don't get too wrapped up in a person to where um, you have nobody to talk to, because it's okay to, you know, distance make the heart grow fonder. It's okay to hang out with your friends here and there. It's okay to have separate fun. You don't have to be. I understand that it's nice and cozy being that love cocoon, but at the same time, it's okay to create space and boundaries and not be around each other 24/7. Um, even you have some couples who's like, this is my best friend. This is who I talk to, but what would happen if your best friend has to go on vacation or your best friend has to leave town for amount of times? Then it's like, well, who can you really talk to then? Always make sure that you never neglect your friends, the ones who are positive, that are there for you. um, it's okay, and if you need to find other couples to go on double dates with, that's fine too. And also, I would say this: um, it's okay to get advice from other people about your relationship. to help you figure out what you want to do. But also, if you forgive a person, forgive them for what they've done in the relationship and try to move forward, but also learn from the mistakes. Whether that person cheating, you took them back, learn, well, did I neglect this person? Every time they try to come to me, was I always too tired? Was I always too busy? You know, and also, if you did cheat, learn from those mistakes, learn how to express yourself more, learn how to talk to the person more, learn how to communicate better. Or if it was always neglecting, whether you was working too much, learn how to create those boundaries where you do spend some time where it's like, you know what, I did hear you. How about I romance you? Because I did hear you say that. I did hear you feel like you felt neglected, right? And let that person, you know, have a choice. How everything's always planned out. You plan out everything. Let that person take lead this time. Let them feel like, you know what, I trust your judgment. I trust you. Take lead. Oh, okay, you want to go here? You know what? Hey, let's just go there. We're gonna let loose. We're gonna let our hair down. Let's go here. Let's go there, right? Okay, so what is the advice for Taurus moving forward in May? What is the advice for Taurus moving forward? Okay, play, get grounded, and protection. So this is a time to let your hair down and have fun, but also this is time to connect to your higher self and also protect yourself from people who who are trying to come in and just take and absorb all your energy. You know, this is a time for y'all to put yourselves first. All right. Thank you for watching this reading.